on top of each other, says the starter, and they're told to take him back off the tape.
Take him back off the tape. Right, let's turn them in quietly. Yes.
Trailock 7-4, Joe Colombo 7-2, 11-2 bar 2, and they're running. And Trailock gives them plenty of start, as he usually does. And Romany Nightshade and Joe Colombo come to the first from Lulaf. Romany Nightshade lands in the lead. Trailock only just jumping it. And knocking Trailock out to 2-1 in running already is some way behind him. Romany Nightshade from Midnight Song. Then comes Joe Colombo. And behind them, Western Rose, Dennis Orban, then Lulaf and Trailock. Romany Nightshade from Midnight Song, the two Foster runners from Joe Colombo. Then in fourth is Western Rose, Dennis Orban behind them, and then Lulaf and some way back Trailock. That was the fourth. They're offering 2 Trailock. 9-4 Trailock, I can hear in running, but of course he's always a horse who comes from behind. And Ben DeHaan sitting quite cosily on him at the moment. He's given him just as much rope as this before rattling up that hill to get to them in the closing stages. Romany Nightshade in the lead. From Joe Colombo now second in Midnight Song, and then comes Western Rose, then Dennis Orban, Lulaf, and finally Trailock over the fifth, and very little between the three leaders. Midnight Song, Romany Nightshade, and between horses Joe Colombo as they run down to the water. Western Rose is next, then Dennis Orban, then Lulaf, and finally little Trailock. Now the first of the ditches. That's Romany Nightshade nearest to us. Joe Colombo in the centre, and on the far side Midnight Song, little between the three. And then came Midnight Rose, Dennis Orban, Lulaf, and Trailock over the eighth. And now racing towards the final ditch. Romany Nightshade from Joe Colombo, then Midnight Song. Then comes Western Rose, Dennis Orban, and Trailock at the final ditch, 6 from home. And Romany Nightshade in the lead from Joe Colombo. Romany Nightshade lands in the lead, Joe Colombo second. Third was Midnight Song. 4 now is Trailock. 5, 6, and 7 are Lulaf, Dennis Orban, and Western Rose. 4 left to jump now. Joe Colombo, Romany Nightshade. And Romany Nightshade, and a mistake there by Lulaf as they run down the hill. Romany Nightshade on the inside of Joe Colombo. Trailock has moved into third. 3 from home this. Joe Colombo from Romany Nightshade. Joe Colombo, Romany Nightshade, Trailock on the inside. Racing towards the home turn now with 2 left to jump. Joe Colombo in the lead from Romany Nightshade. Trailock pressing Romany Nightshade. Then comes Midnight Song, rounding the home turn. Joe Colombo with the advantage. Trailock is now in second, racing towards the second last. And it's Joe Colombo from Trailock as they come to the second last in this Holman Cup handicap chase. Joe Colombo from Trailock. Joe Colombo lands in the lead, a good 4 lengths clear of Trailock, who jumps it second. Then comes Lulaf in third. 4 is Midnight Song, racing towards the final fence now. Joe Colombo from Trailock. Joe Colombo with a 3-length advantage at the last. Joe Colombo jumps it well. Trailock jumps it second. Third is Lulaf, and 4 Midnight Song racing into the closing stages. Joe Colombo being chased all the time by Trailock. Joe Colombo from Trailock, and Joe Colombo is holding Trailock as they race up towards the line, and Joe Colombo is going to win it as they come to the line. Joe Colombo wins it. Trailock is second. Third is Lulaf, and 4 Midnight Song. That's the 1, 2, 3, 4. Joe Colombo, Trailock, Lulaf and Midnight Song, then Dennis Orban. Behind Dennis Orban was Western Rose, and last was Romany Nightshade. And so the result: first, number 8, Joe Colombo, owned by Mr. B.A. O'Brien, trained by Mrs. Pam Sykes, and ridden by Peter Warner. Second was number 6, Trailock, owned by Mr. Henry Harper Crew, trained by Pat O'Connor, and ridden by Ben DeHaan. And third was number 12, Lulaf, owned by Mr. John F. Horn, trained by David Nicholson, and ridden by Peter Scudamore. Fourth was number 9, Midnight Song. That is the winner in the background, Joe Colombo, who's made swift amends for his defeat after a fine run nevertheless over the Mile May course at Liverpool. Here's how he won the Holman Cup, reviewed by Richard.
I think it had been a pretty fair run race right from the start, and Joe Colombo took his advantage before the turn from home, with Peter Warner going for it. Now just sitting quietly, sees his stride in the last 3 here. You see 1, 2, 3, up he comes beautifully, and the 11-year-old Entire Traylock is his only danger from some way out, in fact. But just watch as Peter really gets after Joe to keep him going here, going to the last. And as he goes into the obstacle itself, he sees a brilliant stride, picks up his stick, and gives the horse every encouragement to go for a big leap. And that's exactly what he gets. It could be the difference between winning and losing, not in this particular case, because I think he's got it well sewn up. But just watch now. He's eyed it up, gives him a smack, and the horse answers him just as you need to be asked. Well, that's clinched it for him. If he'd made a mistake, old Traylock may have got back in the race, but behind him, Lulav, who's coming through a long, long way behind, and I'm afraid he's not going to do any damage here today. But Joe Colombo, I think this is a fitting victory for him. And again, as I've said so many times before, Peter Warner doing nothing wrong at all. There are many, many jockeys who ride really well, and the secret to riding a lot of winners is getting on some very good horses. But I'm afraid for some jocks, it just doesn't materialise. Peter Warner's done everything right here today, and he's reaped the rewards. So a worthy winner here, Joe Colombo, 10-7 on his back, and Traylock with £7 more is second. The winner, Joe Colombo, at 7-2.